Jungkook's support for Taehyung. Friendship or more than that, the relationship between BTS members is always in the spotlight, especially when there are moments of closeness that steal ARMY's attention. One of the most interesting relationships to follow is between Jungkook and Taehyung, two magne who have had a unique dynamic since the beginning of BTS's debut. Recently, there has been a lot of speculation about Jungkook's support for Taehyung, especially in difficult times. Let's explore more about their relationship, the special moments that happened, as well as how many days Jungkook and Taehyung have shown a closeness that is different from other members' relationships. The two often joke, tease each other, and have a brotherly bond. Jungkook, the golden magne, tends to be quiet but attentive. Taehyung, with his unique and expressive personality, is often the prime mover in their interactions. Although they sometimes look like a couple who like to have a little fight, in reality they are always there for each other in various situations. However, lately something is different. Jungkook looks increasingly concerned for Taehyung, especially in some of the more emotional situations. There are several moments that prove that Jungkook is not just a group mate for Taehyung, but also someone who truly cares about the state of his best friend. Taehyung once talked about his struggles with pressure as an idol. On several occasions, he appeared to be more reserved than usual, and this is when Jungkook seemed to get closer to him. Fans noticed that Jungkook was often seen near Taehyung in certain events, ensuring that Taehyung felt comfortable and not alone. Both on stage and off-camera, Jungkook often shows special attention to Taehyung. There are several moments where Jungkook is seen gently grasping Taehyung's hand or giving him a hug when he is feeling emotional. On numerous occasions, when Taehyung seems down, Jungkook is the first to try to cheer him up, either with small jokes or in simple ways that show that he cares. Now, with both BTS members currently serving in the military, speculation about Jungkook's support for Taehyung is getting stronger. Some reports circulating. It is mentioned that Jungkook often shows extra attention to Taehyung during training. As the two youngest members, they may face similar challenges, and each other's support becomes increasingly important. Of course, Jungkook and Taehyung have a very close relationship. However, it is important to understand that their bond may be more towards brotherhood than something romantic. In the Korean entertainment world, inter-idol interactions are often the subject of speculation. However, in the case of Jungkook and Taehyung, the strongest evidence is that they actually have a genuine sense of caring for each other. Jungkook is not only a friend to Taehyung, but also someone who is always ready to be by his side, in good times and bad. After these moments went viral, many soldiers were touched by how Jungkook was always there for Taehyung. On social media, many have reshared videos and photos of their moments together, accompanied by comments such as, "Jungkook really is like a guardian angel to Taehyung." Their friendship is so genuine. It's not fan service, but a real bond. Jungkook was always there when Taehyung needed him. They were like real brothers. Many believe that this kind of bond is one of the reasons why BTS has remained solid as a group over the years. They are not only colleagues, but also family. When talking about the relationship between BTS members, it is undeniable that the bond between Jungkook and Taehyung is one of the most eye-catching. With their long journey from trainee to present, many things they have gone through together, from moments of happiness to difficult times that tested their brotherhood, Jungkook and Taehyung are known for their colorful relationship. There are times when they tease each other, joke, sometimes even look like two little quarrelsome brothers. But behind all that, there was such sincerity and deep trust between them. In many moments, we get to see how Jungkook is always there for Taehyung and vice versa. It is not uncommon for Taehyung to show his soft side only to Jungkook, while Jungkook, who tends to be quiet, is more open when he is with Taehyung. One of the most obvious examples is how Jungkook seems to always pay attention to Taehyung's emotional state. When Taehyung is depressed or in a bad mood, Jungkook is often by his side, providing support with both words and small, meaningful actions. Even in the many behind-the-scenes videos, we can see how Jungkook always makes sure Taehyung feels comfortable. Whether it was by holding his hand, giving him a warm hug, or simply sitting beside him speechless, Jungkook's presence was an unspoken but meaningful form of support for Taehyung. Not a few moments that prove that Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship is more than just an ordinary friendship. Here are some moments that show that their bond is so special. In several interviews, Taehyung has said that there are times when he feels lonely or overwhelmed by expectations as an idol. In such moments, Jungkook is often the one who understands himself the most. When Taehyung looks downcast or speechless at BTS events, Jungkook is always the first person to approach, trying to comfort him or just make sure he's okay. Many fans notice that Jungkook and Taehyung have a little habit of showing their closeness. For example, Jungkook often unknowingly looks for Taehyung when he is in a crowd. When speaking in a group, Jungkook often looks towards Taehyung as if seeking his approval. When Taehyung talks about something serious, Jungkook always listens with an attentive look. Currently, Jungkook and Taehyung are serving in the military, and many speculations say that Jungkook still continues to support Taehyung in the midst of their busy lives as soldiers. Although they may be in different units, there is news that they often meet when the opportunity arises. Some reports say that Taehyung, who sometimes seems quiet, is more cheerful when he is with Jungkook, and no wonder the army around the world is so touched by their relationship. Many fans regard Jungkook and Taehyung's closeness as proof that BTS is not just an ordinary idol group, but a family formed from sincere relationships. On social media, various videos and photos of their moments together always go viral. Many wrote comments such as, "They are not only friends, but also brothers who take care of each other." Jungkook and Taehyung complement each other. They understand each other without needing to say much. It's heartwarming to see how deep their friendship is. ARMY really appreciates how Jungkook is always there for Taehyung and vice versa. For many fans, seeing them grow together and still have a strong bond is something very inspiring. In the end, Jungkook's support for Taehyung wasn't just a casual concern. This is a form of affection and care that has been awakened since they were teenagers until now. Many may ask, is this more than just friendship? The answer depends on how we look at it. What is clear, their relationship is something authentic, sincere, and very valuable. Whether as best friends, brothers, or group mates, Jungkook and Taehyung have proven that they will always be there for each other, no matter what the circumstances. The ARMY will continue to support them both, because one thing is certain, the bond between Jungkook and Taehyung will always be an irreplaceable part of the BTS story. In the end, Jungkook's support for Taehyung is not something made up or just a fan service. This is clear proof that they have a strong and sincere bond, something more than just an ordinary friendship. Does this mean that there is something more to it than that? The answer depends on how we define their relationship. What is clear is that they have such a close bond, and Jungkook is always there for Taehyung whenever he needs him. Their friendship has stood the test of time, and no matter what happens in the future, one thing is certain. Jungkook and Taehyung will always be there for each other. The ARMY will continue to support both of them, just as they support each other.